From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his car on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. The Saints at 6-5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now you look at this Saints defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the option. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hooker now off play action. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Coleman, the man in motion left. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. That escapes the sack, eluding the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 9.
Henry running right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 2nd down, here's Carr.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Hooker rolling to his right.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Josh Paschal there to bring him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Carr.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Carr will look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Third and goal from the 6.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
So Carr departs, and on his play, Groupie for the Saints field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
The handoff, running left, Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Henry again on second down.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fighting through. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly.
There he goes, left side.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
From the 21, and here's 2nd and 6. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Carr going to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Carr to throw.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Now Carr, got to have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Carr to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. One final try now for Carr.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.